From Rome, I take the picturesque 2-hour journey to the region of Abruzzo, said to be Italy's best-kept secret. I will begin in the coastline of Pescara before going up the peaks of Mahiela and into the hilltop towns of Sulmona, Pacentro, and Scano. I then explore the vineyards near Popoli before driving to Abruzzo's other mountain chain, the Gran Sasso d'Italia, finally making my way to the region's capital, L'Aquila. I decided to begin my journey in its coastal region, hearing about its 130 kilometers of sandy shores and dreaming for myself a sumptuous seafood lunch. Arriving in Pescara, I found a quiet resort town facing the Adriatic Sea. In a striking contrast to the Amalfi Coast, here there are no big tourist buses crowding the tiny roads leading to the beach. Curious wooden structures can be seen along the coastline. This is the Trabocco, an old fishing contraption built over stilts. A winch was heaved around the central post, drawing up a huge net which gave fishermen a safer alternative than going out to sea in bad weather conditions. Today, these are no longer used for fishing, but have been turned into restaurants that serve the best seafood this side of the Adriatic.
Today, I have lunch at a typical Trabocco restaurant. Everything looks interesting and very different, and I'm getting hungry. Cheese is also good. Wow, very good flavor. And everything is very fresh.
The menu is based on the seasonal catch, and ingredients are very traditional.
Swordfish with eggplant. Very good. Eggplant is always very nice here in Italy. The shrimp is looking very fresh, and he says it's with curry. This might be my favorite for the day.
And of course, a good serving of pasta.
Bongole with pasta and my favorite sea mantis. This is great. With a lot of olive oil. Would love this.
This was a great way to begin my exploration of this region. Wanting to understand this unfamiliar region of Italy, I visited the Museo della Gente di Abruzzo in the heart of Pescara. The museum houses a diverse collection of archaeological finds which trace the history of civilization in the region.
Human beings started to inhabit the Abruzzo area during the Paleolithic Age. I think that's about 650,000 years ago.
Succeeding periods saw the introduction of farming and raising livestock with different ancient cultures inhabiting the area. Hunting populations from the south invaded and settled here as well, resulting in an ethnic group called the Italic people, shepherd farmers of a warrior-like nature. These early tribes established the communes that now form modern-day Abruzzo. Around the region's mountainous interior are rocky landscapes shaped by rain and snow, which created an endless number of caves.
These are called the pigeon caves. Very interesting because they were used as a place of shelter during the Neolithic Age, and eventually they were used for rituals to appease Mother Earth. And at the end, They were used by hermits as a place of prayer and a place of religion.
These caves house not only humans, but also culture and spirituality, as well as the endemic wildlife. A large part of the museum tackles Abruzzo's pastoral tradition, particularly the tradition of la transumanza, the seasonal transfer of sheep herds between pastures. Shepherds and sheepdogs herd the flock across mountains, villages, and valleys, creating pathways that would become road networks where trade, interaction, and cultural exchanges happen.
These are the tracks that the shepherds took from Abruzzo to Puglia. And not only did they move the sheep to feed, but they also brought the culture, the tradition, and passed it on to the different towns that they visited.
Traveling on foot by day, the shepherds had to bring food that would last their journey. Hence, a strong cheese-making tradition. And at night, they had to keep watch over the flock. And what's a good way to stay awake? Well, they made art.
It's amazing how artistic the shepherds were. And during the transfer of feeding grounds, which is almost about 6 months, during the stop, they would carve wood. They made musical instruments like a small bagpipe, flutes, and made little artwork of wooden buttons and knives.
Each commune looks incredibly fascinating.
After learning all about the culture, traditions, and the food of the region, I'm now very excited to discover Abruzzo.
Up next, I go to the rocky cliffs and thick forests of the Mayela National Park to discover sacred places hidden away for centuries before descending to a sweet little town called Sulmona,